of technology has made life so easy that people can communicate regardless of location and even time. And they get to reach out to people they love, people that are really dear to them in real time. And we're really happy about this investment. We're really happy about this advancement in technology. But then it isn't without disadvantage. And on today's life, we are looking at cyber infidelity. We will not take away the fact that people are already into relationship. There are people that found their wives, their husbands on social media, and others got it wrong that it even led to them losing their lives. Some were served breakfast, others are enjoying the roses. My name is Joyce Jakada. This is today's live on Equa Television, and we are so glad that you could join us. Engineer Tony J. Nakali is right here. The J is not Jonah. It's not Judah, sorry, it is Jonah. Welcome on the show. What happened?
Introduce me. Why would I say? You are the owner of the name. Now you're explaining the meaning of the J.
It is not Judah, it is
You know
Jonah.
if I've changed it to Jerusalem.
Oh, I forgot the last time we spoke about that it was Jerusalem. Oh, the meme is
Or
not
justice.
Okay.
I remember the Jerusalem.
Okay. So, well, Engineer Tony J. Nakali.
Leave it at that. Thank you.
Okay. Sambo Solomon, how you doing?
JP.
JP from where?
Just prison. Just prison.
Money.
Somebody said that they should be adding JP to his name because he has been to Jerusalem and nobody knew where he went. So someone said, JP just prison cannot come. You know.
So let's look at morning. We're looking at social media, and sometimes I'm really happy about the social media, like how I use it personally, because for me, I've been able to take advantage of the social media to use it positively. It has really helped me. I'm not unaware of the negativity that is out there, that is on the social media, because there are times that you go on social media, maybe Facebook, and you're like, what's all this? Isn't there control? Isn't there some measures that will curb some of these things that people do use the social media to do? And you're just amazed. Sometimes you just wake up to the news of a young lady that just lost her life because she met one guy on Facebook and he invited her, and then she went and she was killed, or some parts of her body are out. And the same social media, you hear some people come and say, this social media that people are complaining about is here that I met the love of my life. Go and see 10 years after. We're there. But today we are looking at cyber infidelity. While some people are looking at the advantage of the social media, others are trying to use it towards the negative. And they will tell you that, but I don't know this lady. We've not even met now. We are just chatting. Like there's nothing. You're always on the defensive side. It's just chat now. There's nothing wrong. Let me throw it to you all. Cyber infidelity.
Well, I feel that some of the things you mentioned, I think I'll just pick from there, where some people succeed and then others, that's where they fell. That was their downfall. I think we always feel if something happens to another person, when it comes to my turn, I'll be wiser. When it comes to my turn, I wouldn't do exactly what that person do. And then the more you turn, you're going into a deeper issue. And then you find yourself falling harder than how the first person fell. Then another person will come. So what makes you think that you would think better, you would act better than what these people did, instead of avoiding it altogether? So I feel that is what leads to cyber infidelity, because we feel, okay, I am with Solomon, he is my partner, but I just want to have fun. I want to flirt. I want a little more attention. So I am tilting towards another person. And you know the funniest thing, you may be chatting, you may be texting each other, and initially the whole thing is good, everyone is doing. The moment that person begins to hit on you, begins to flirt with you, you know, your instincts automatically tell you that this is what that person wants from you. But because you want more adventure, you want to go all in but acting wiser, your leg is in, the other leg is out, you want to play well. it leads to cyber infidelity. Already you're with someone, so why are you looking for attention in a different place where you shouldn't be looking for it? A lot of people feel that cyber infidelity is a safe zone to cheat, but physical cheating is the hardest one. But I tend to believe that cyber infidelity is the hardest thing to do, because in the first place no one is looking at you. You know, physical cheating, you have to be very careful. Like what the GM said the other day, he talked about you have to make sure no one is watching you. You can't meet at her place, you can't meet in your place. You need a central place, and then it is expensive, it is time bound and all of that. So a lot of people feel like, okay, the physical infidelity is harder, but when you're going to the cyber infidelity, you're on your phone, nobody is looking at what you're doing or trying to monitor whatever it is you're doing. But I believe that the cyber infidelity is more dangerous than the physical one.
So people engage in any of it?
No.
It's easy to ask that question, but it's difficult to answer. But you fastly answer that question. It's difficult. How do you deal with people who are not informed on how to feel when they are malnourished? It's deep, man. It's deep. There are people that are raised not knowing anything. They are just told, "Kijeki kiaure." That's the only information she left home with. Just do and go and get married. She's not told if he behaves this way. Okay, this is a bag that I'm sending you home with. In this bag, there is solution to when he cheats. In this bag, there's solution to when he doesn't bring money. In this bag, there's solution to everything that will come negative. Some people don't have that kind of bag. They just go into marriage with the information. Because parents push. We are in Africa. Parents push their daughters to go. Who pushed you to marry? Nobody. It was time for you. You loved the guy. Everything knitted together, and it made you feel it was time. And you told your parents. And they're like, she's of age. There's no way your last born, the year you got married, would have been the one to say she wants to get married. All of you are girls, right? So when you got married, how old was your last born? Was it time for her to get married? If she had come, even our parents would say, what's her name again? Joanne. We love you. We like your decision, but it's not time. And we think you need a little more time. If she's hell bent on doing it, if she's allowed, she might be coming home after every 3 weeks to say, that's not to say there are no people her age that have been married. No. There are people like that. You understand? Just maybe. But you see, before we start saying certain things are wrong, certain are right, we should check. When the only option that someone is left with is cheating, what would they do? They would cheat. If that's the only option. You see, when we did the show the other day about when men cheat, people were saying there is no reason. It's because you have the information that there is no reason. Somebody all his life, he was trained with the knowledge of do me, I do you. If they do it to you, do it back to them. Their parents, I told my son one time, he was very small. Very small. I said, if you go to school and you come back crying that somebody beat you, I will beat you more. When they punch you once, punch them twice. The first day you went to school, the owner of the school called that your boy punched somebody. Something I told him like a year ago. So I told him to pipe low. I said, that's not how I said it. I said it this way, but that's not what it means. So you see, some people are like, is he the only one that wants to enjoy? Let him go and do it. I will do it. Oh, my husband is chatting people on Messenger. Okay. 2 years ago, somebody was saying hi 50 times. I did not respond. Let me go and look for him. Where is Barnabas? How are you, Barnabas? It's been a while. How is work? I just thought to check up on you. That's how it starts. Yeah. Some people give you reasons to be. We're in church. Some people give you reasons to be a bad person. Let me just say it this way so that we will still have license. Some people give Some people give you reasons to do stuff. Everybody has been given that reason, and everybody has fallen in that trap of responding to how they were approached. And then at the end, you'll be like, see what he made me do. Jemima, I'm sorry. But you made me react that way, and I'm sorry. But next time, please don't push me like that. Everybody has been in that situation. So what if the only option someone has is to fall? What if? You can't blame them. They are not informed. There are people who don't, this thing that you are saying, this is wrong, this is wrong. Some people don't know what is right, what is right. They don't know it.
I was even going to say that a lot of people are engaged in cyber infidelity, but they do not know that they are actually cheating.
They feel
Joyce,
they are just having
let
fun.
me tell you, when I
Yeah.
was told this morning that this is the topic we're discussing, cyber infidelity, I started thinking, what is that? Honestly, even me, I started thinking, what is that? And I was meant to be away. I didn't want to be on the show. But Moses just said, with that topic, you have to be there. I was like, what's the topic again? He says cyber crime something. I said, cyber infidelity. I say, what is that? You know, but looking at that, like Jemima said, it's not when you leave your house to go to a hotel that is necessarily a bad thing. There are so many things that are bad. In fact, the Bible makes it worse when it says in Matthew 5:28 that if you look at a woman lustfully, and that day I pointed it out. Those of us that are here, we look at the sisters, not lustfully, but we can analyze your shape in our mind. It's not because we are promiscuous. No, it's not because that is who we are, but it's because of the virtue of seeing you every day for 3, 4, 5 years, as the case may be. But that shape, that structure, that design, that drawing, it's not in our head. Maybe it's in our head, but it's not in our mind. Or it's just in our sight. But you see, when you extend that to social media, it is the same thing for some people. There are some people that are online for a living. And anytime you go, they are posting one thing or the other. Before you know it, you start analyzing shape. You start pinching to zoom pictures. Wow, this one is like that. Her face is like that. Her face. Well, let me DM her. That's how it starts. From DM, if the devil helps you, she responds the way you expect the response to come. You start having phone numbers. You start booking appointments. There are people that have not met anybody physically, but they have traveled from Lagos to Maiduguri.
Well,
to go and meet somebody you have no idea who he is.
So if you go and find out he is crippled,
Is that not better? Is that not better? Okay, you go and meet the person.
It's a ritual.
You go and meet the person and you hear that everybody is calling him commander. I say commander Boko Haram. What will you do? Because people are not who they are offline. Online, online. Even you, when you want to post something that you want to make sure it's beautiful. So is that not tricky? Nobody wants to use an old shirt to be online. Even if it means to borrow, to just pick something from just something that is well, then you can post and come back and drop it. But these things are deceitful. You want to give somebody your life, meet the person, understand how he thinks. Social media will not explain these things to you. Understand his behaviors. Even if he's not crippled, at least one leg should not be longer than the other, as some cases are. You know, there are choice. Do you detest people that are physically challenged? Do you hate them?
No.
But would you want to marry one? No. Okay, sorry, you have no answer. Would you want to marry one?
That's God's
It's
plan.
no. God will not give you stone instead of bread. That's what the Bible says. If you want to marry a blind man, that is your desire. But God sending a blind man to you, I don't know. But I think if his word says he will not give me stone.
It's possible based on the ministry being designed by the person.
So what does that mean?
It's possible.
Is your wife crippled? You that selected. You see, anybody. I watch people that are into show and pastors. Go and check their wives. Yesterday I was in one of the EE's office. His wife was there. I was just see love. See, can you go and get me some? She went and brought food. Say love is a beautiful thing. All of our EE go and see their wives. No, go and see them from ECA president to their wives are beautiful. In fact, they are pretty. Their wives are handsome. all the pastors I know, go and check their wives. No pastor, only few pastors have ugly wives. But all the pastors I know in this
No,
life,
beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
okay, that
Yes,
beholder there is a default setting for all the pastors I know, because I have never seen a pastor with an ugly wife. Except, let me sip my coffee and pass. No, but truly, if you check, go and check all the pastors that you know who has an ugly wife. They are all beautiful. They are all beautiful.
What is it?
You make your point,
Joyce.
Solo.
Make your point.
Disregard your left side.
Okay. Well,
We are seated, but you are
I-
seated by the right hand side.
well, like Joyce said earlier, from your introduction, yeah, I'm looking at the cross.
And the cross can be by the left, can be by the right, depending on who is standing by it. Of Christ.
The solid rock we stand. So
Christ.
what am I trying to?
Whose people are watching?
You
Which
said?
people are watching?
Kaduna people are
What
watching.
is Kaduna?
you know
What
where
has
I was-
Kaduna- What has Kaduna got to do with your name?
I didn't say anything. They are watching.
How about Joyce?
They are commenting.
Solot,
They are
go
taking-
ahead. Jemima, stop laughing.
Okay.
Wow.
You see, like you rightly said earlier, this social media of a thing is an innovation that is helping us, to push life, to simplify things for us. When you talk about issue of communication, you will say now we are a global village, and I think this particular set we discuss about that, how you can meet people without really traveling. For me, I would say this social media of a thing, it simplify things for those who are corrupt in mind, that is their trend, even physically, because physically that is when you will travel and look for person and you discuss and you agree where to meet.
In the context of infidelity.
In the context of infidelity, what we are discussing today, right? It simplify it for them, because this time around, at the comfort of your zone, you are just there, and then somebody with your like mind, by their post, you can dictate. So it's easy for you to say this is a prey. So from there, they just activate and they start talking. What push you? That's not his business. All he's after is your response. All she's after is your response to that picture that someone will just say, oh, wow, a beautiful picture. Wow, what a fine lips. Fine picture, leave it there. It's okay now. It depends on what she posts. She posted. You understand? But moving, that comes to the point of you clicking and the person and he will be like, oh, fine lips. Why? Why going? You see how the conversation is now moving, and you're like, oh, thanks.
Is that the response?
Yes. With
Out
that,
of experience.
We all see
However-
it on social media.
we are all in social media, and then, but the virtue of you
Kai
to
just
be
start took my word.
no, it's okay. It's okay. Cause always when I'm on set, I'm always careful with her response towards my whatever. So I'm guided. I'm guided. Yeah, I can't be
This
moved.
is
I can't
too
be.
deep to be
Do-
for
you see,
example.
you see, yesterday we talked about accusation when you are being accused wrongly. So just imagine now, because you accused me wrongly and I'm angry and I'm leaving the set. somebody is waiting to hear just something that I would say that would encourage him and
Maturity
spark up
plays-
the
maturity
light
plays
for
a
him for
vital
today.
part.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
You see, so
So
some
you chose to say it when you leave this
I will think about it. Jemima, you
Come on, the principal.
sitting at the back,
This one has
but
teaching
should be
us
Bill.
God.
Yeah, so you see, for people with that kind of mindset, the whole social media of a thing simplified the whole process for them. That's why I will now link it with what you said. Someone from Lagos, someone from Abidjan, you never met the person, you don't know him from Adam, and then he's putting on an invite for you, and then foolishly, and somebody is traveling. Some people, they make it as a way of getting money. Again, for the ladies, they think they are smart. Yes, you can be smart in the other side, but you can fall a victim in the other side. Let me explain. Somebody will say, come over, and you are saying, okay, I don't have transport, and he's saying, see 10K, and she withdraw the 10K, and she's not going anywhere, and she discussed with her friend, I've gotten one. Today I'm rich. I'm richer with 10K. You understand? Tomorrow she's trying somebody, but that guy had a discussion with that guy that was stripped of his 10K without coming, and then now he's sending you 20K, but he's strategizing. It's happening. It's just that we just make
So
our
look,
mind thinking.
I just-
God, this laugh.
I was coming from Abuja one time, so I needed to change a part on my car. So I could have driven to Jos with it, but I needed to do it so it doesn't get bad. So I got somewhere and I parked. There was a checkpoint there. So I thought that was the best place to get that done. So I stopped there. They were changing the part. I stood with my friends, two of them from the car. One actually my in-law, the other one a friend. So we stood. And a military man was like, Wallahi zonzo I'm going to say na harbi kowa. I'm telling you that you will shoot everybody. Ntura maki dubu talati kikizwa, and I sent you 30,000. You did it, and they met on Facebook. Yes, I just remember because he was saying it.
No,
He
a
was
lot
saying
of
it
men
to her.
have, I think, have that experience.
He was telling her that when I told you, and he was on speaker, this small phone, very loud. Very loud. I said, this is a very personal conversation. Don't just take it off hands free and
You
put
don't
it
have
in
to
your ear,
yell.
because he was doing and he was looking around. Maybe he was doing surveillance. Why he was talking. He said, I will shoot everybody in your compound and your area before I shoot you. And then the girl said, you told me that you are a calm guy, even though you are a soldier and all of that. He said, a Facebook bar? He said, on Facebook bar? That's what I told you. So that's how we got to know. So when the guy finished, he started walking to us where we were. And he came and he said, what's the problem? He started getting angry at the mechanic that was fixing my car.
Because someone collected his 10,000.
We were watching, and then suddenly he told him, if you break that thing, you are going to fix it. He started insulting the guy. Became careful what he was doing. I now said, guys, we have a supervisor, let's just. So we moved outside. The guy was supervising her. He was angry, and he was venting his anger on people. That guy carefully changed that part, and we came back to Jos. Another instance, I knew someone who sent money for a lady to come from these Yoruba states. We didn't know that he sent money, and he has been sending money. We didn't know. So anytime we are together, he wants to answer a call, he will leave. Everybody is answering all his calls on the table. Why are you leaving? So he left and came back. So he started getting angry, and we noticed. So when the number was off, that was when we got to find out, because the anger gravitated. We're like, what's happening? See, but that you won't understand. He started getting angry. And later, he now opened up. He's actually a widower, but he's looking for love in all the wrong places. As you see, something happened to him one time. It was, I saw when his wife died. I saw the pain he had. And that other incident that happened on same social media, that guy almost died. I didn't see him with the same pain as when his wife died. And I told him, I said, Oga, do you have to look for love this hard? That's not what brings true love to you. You are looking for love. He will spend time on social media just checking. If your statue or your structure or your shape looks appealing, I want to marry this girl. Where is she from? I don't know. I just saw her on Facebook. What's her name? Okay, let me check again. You go to Facebook. I say, how can you want to marry some? Is that how you met your late
Doesn't
wife?
work like that.
Meet somebody, have conversation. So he started getting angry. So we asked him what. He said he has been sending this girl money. I think a babe house somewhere. I said, and she told you she was coming. Yes. To Abuja. Yes. Ha! How did you meet that on Facebook? And he sent her his number. She sent hers. And they kept talking. This guy had sent over 200,000 to somebody he has not met. Then, this was like 2014, 2013, 2012. He would send today. She'd be like, after school tomorrow, she would do this. They have a birthday party. She would not ask him for money. Pam! Oga has sent. Then he asked her, have you been to Abuja? I say, no, that she has been to Lagos, but she has not been anywhere. So he said, okay, why don't I send you money to come to? He wanted to fly her. He told us everything. And I say, on social media, on Facebook, he said, yes. So the girl has blocked him on Facebook. You know Facebook, if you block somebody, they cannot request you back. And then she blocked him on Facebook, blocked him on phone, switched off. That number was never connected.
It's really unfortunate.
Come and see chairman.
And you know, the funny part is that a lot of men have fallen for have been involved in internet infidelity, and they have been scammed, and they are still in it.
But they can't say it.
They cannot.
No.
At some point, I think it was last year or 2 years back in Jos, that so many men were scammed by another man. They didn't know that it was a man. It was a man that just put on a picture of a lady with shape and all of that. He keeps changing different pictures, looking so hot. And also, a lot of men were sending requests, were in the DM of this uncle. They don't know that it was uncle. They were thinking it was a babe. And they kept sending money. I want us to meet. And the girl, like the person that claims to be the girl, just kept turning them around, and they kept sending money. So I think at some point, you know, like Edina told, is that once the thing doesn't click, that's when you will now know that somebody has been involved with. And sometimes, because it is infidelity, you already have a partner that you're committed to. Probably you're married, and then you are in somebody's DM, a young lady. You know, when eventually, if it doesn't work, you cannot open up, because you know that you were on the path that was not right. It was just a day before yesterday that we spoke about cheating. When men cheat, a lot of people are cheating, even beyond men. Like, there are women too on social media today, where we're saying, oh, social media make life easy, it makes communication easy, it also makes sin easy for people. Now you don't have to go to somebody's house to say, oh, I just came to your house to see you so that we can have some chat. People just search for people on internet. In fact, there are people that don't even need to know you personally to get to know you on social media. They can just search for your name. Once you pass and what's this person's name, they are told the next thing you see friend request, or even if you don't accept the friend request, they go straight to your DM, because Facebook allows that. And the next thing, hi, how you doing? My name is this and that and that. The next thing, you baby, darling, this, sweetheart, all manner of name. Oh, you look beautiful. You look this. Oh, you look hot. Can we meet? So they cannot proudly say it out there, because they know they are already in a committed relationship. They have a partner, and whatever they are doing on social media is not with their partner, but they are just trying to have their way. So this group of men in this town just were busy sending money to this guy that they didn't know. Not until this one was complaining, hi, look at this fine baby, as in, I've been stalking this girl for some time now, but like the other person too is looking like the same person I've been stalking. The other guy too is saying, this is the same person I've been sending money to, but we've not met.
They had formed a community.
So they formed a community. All of them were following the same person that they didn't know that it was even a man in the true sense of the word. So at the end of the day, they discovered, they decided to gang up, since this person has scammed them of their money and refused to meet with them, like, we must get this person. Eventually, I don't know how they did, but they found out that it was a man, a guy that they know in the same Jos. and they went out for that guy. They unveiled him out there. So people were commenting, you people that went and we are following the person, is this person not this person's husband? Are you not engaged to this person? Are you not planning wedding with this person? What took you there? So some people were like, it's good, it's very good for the men, because if you were committed in your relationship, nobody would have scammed you, nobody would have deceived you like this. So some people feel that because it's not physical, I'm not cheating. It's just social media now. It's just trends.
I'm
now
just
you
having
meet people,
fun.
you just have fun. Today, even in the house, like in the family setting, everybody is on his phone. You can see husband and wife seated, but everybody is on his phone. What are you doing? What are you doing? I remember my late grandfather one time, like my grandmother, after whenever she's done cooking and setting the table and all, she goes, when the children are watching and grandchildren are watching television, she would just go and sit. So we didn't know that it always annoys him, because he wanted her to sit by so that they would just be gisting. So one time he was passing, and then he was just talking to himself. I say, in Hausa, so what says Zama about TV? He was just complaining and passing, and then I heard him and I went and I said, she said, forget about him. Now he's not sitting in front of the television and ignoring your partner. It is phone. While the wife is on her phone responding to messages, the husband is also on his phone telling some girls or some people's comment section saying how beautiful you look. You go, you see a girl make a post and you say, you look beautiful, I love this shape. And do you know some men don't even know that comment section are public? Because there are comments you see that people do, they don't even know.
They don't mind.
They are in a hurry to respond. So when you are in a hurry to do something, you don't care where you do it.
So you see,
there was a time somebody posted something. He was sending it to someone. He posted it in a public space until people started calling for his attention. But it was late. People had munched it already.
So people just go, you are married, you have family, you are in a committed relationship, but you are in another person's
You don't
DM.
know that even this status, this Facebook status, if you comment, is public. Yes. Yes. Oh, wow, Coke. You sound like you have commented.
No, I'm just.
Even this Facebook status that you see. Say, pretty girl. I love your shape. Oh, we have seen it. There are a lot of things that I've seen on these statues and this thing. People don't know. When you come down, there is a place where it shows you, I think, views and all. If you click it, you see all the messages that people have sent to you. Me, I can see it. He can see it. Everybody can see it. But you think that is going to the
directly to the person. A young guy was planning for his marriage. The marriage was later cancelled because he was planning for it. Was barely a month, and he was in another girl's DM, telling her how that he would have preferred her to his wife. That he was not getting married to the lady because he wanted to, but he was just forced to do the marriage. So because he's pleading to continue to have a relationship with the lady, I think he once had a relationship with her before the lady is getting married to. Unknown to him, everything he was chatting, she was munching. She also had her plans. In fact, he was even telling her how that he was not even enjoying the lady he was going to get married to on bed, that he preferred her. She was munching it. She was responding but munching all their chats. At the end,
is this our topic? Social infidelity.
Cyber infidelity, social media infidelity, all you can liken it to. So she was munching it, and a lot of people have gone down. Like a lot of men have been brought down with some of these chats. Some are yet to bring it public, but they have munched it on their phone. Some have even sent it to their friends. Yes. Some have been blackmailed. There are people that are sending money day in, day out, not because they want to send, but because they are being threatened. See, if you don't do this, I will expose you. If you don't do this, I will expose you. So why would I be in a committed relationship and still decide to go on social media and then just be busy with another person, like having some sexual or intimate relationship with another person? Some people go as far as not just sending nude pictures, but even having like sexual relationship with people that they've not even met. It was on this set I spoke about a lady that was, her pictures went viral. How that a guy blackmailed her to a point that he just posted her images out there. She was sending him nude pictures with her face inclusive. So he kept threatening, if you don't do this, if you don't do. So she got tired. She has been doing, and at some point, he just decided to just take her pictures, put it out there, and that was just at a moment where she won. I think one of these modeling, her picture was everywhere, and he decided to just go out there and just blackmail her.
You know, it baffles me, this nudity something. Like, why would you want to send a picture of yourself naked to someone you don't know? You shouldn't even send it to the person you know.
Jemima,
You shouldn't even send it to the one you
see,
know.
You see what I told you earlier? Just because kina the teribia, you have home training. Some people never had that opportunity in life to
but
get
sometimes
it.
common sense.
It's not common
Sure.
sense. Somebody is
It's not
thinking,
common sense.
what is this girl saying? So if
Yes.
somebody loves you, you can't say,
No.
that's what somebody is thinking right now. So you mean if somebody loves you, you can't say, I will send though. There are people, go to social media now,
One made
there
a
are
video recently and said that what made him popular was he was doing this, selling his nudes. So unfortunately for him, he wanted to sell it to a particular girl one time, and then he now uploaded it on his Instagram page, and he logged out. He went out. He didn't know that it was on his page that he uploaded it. So people started dragging and calling, and he was called and he checked. It was like 12 minutes ago. He deleted it, but a lot of people have saved it already. So people dragged and dragged him. His name is everywhere now. He has become a social media influencer because that was how people got to know him. And then he just recently he made a video that people are now sending him, like they were going back to his video and saying, see you that have been justifying that you are fighting justice and all of that. Are you not the one that was posting see your nude? And he was like, send it to your girlfriends and your mothers. Don't send it to me. It's my body. If I want to see it, I'll go inside the bathroom, or I'll go into my room and go and see it. I think you can bring me down with this. That was a mistake I made. A lot of people made the same mistake. When I was in school, there was one of my classmates. It was her. She snapped herself. I think she wanted to send it. University. She wanted to send it.
you went to
She wanted to send it to someone, and she sent it to the group chat, the class group chat. And people started, what is this? What is this? Her face, with her face. And somebody just, I think, called. She deleted it immediately. But some people have saved it.
Why would you say something
People
like that?
do that.
You see, but you
To
see,
get back
just to
at
come,
you.
just to come
I
back
think
to, just
they
to
said
come
it
back,
to get back at
just
you.
to come back to what I was trying to say earlier. Jemima, you grew up with positive information about life because your parents invested that into you. There are people who grew up with an auntie that is a prostitute, so the only life they know is prostitution. Thank God, with the advent of social media, they can even make it more popular. Have you ever browsed groups that are on Facebook? There is a group for hookup boys on Facebook. There is a group for hookup girls on Facebook. There is a group for prostitutes on Facebook. There are groups. There is every kind of group on Facebook. So the secret is not sacred anymore, because people are proud of their professions now. Just like you see a bricklayer carrying a bag going to build, or painter carrying. That's how prostitutes are proud. From their clothes, you can tell. From everything they do, you can tell. Now, the difference between you and these people is not because you are a Christian and they are not. Because some of them, their names are also from the Bible. Jessica, is Jessica a Bible name? Christiana, Mary, these are their names. Jemima, these are their names. It's not because it's the information that you have after being a Christian. They don't have such information. They don't. So they go there proudly. They say you are doing church every day. Show me your car. Show me your house. So you have squeezed all your future into your tomorrow. And then you have everything now. But you have long days of suffering in the real future. Because you brought everything you should have later. You brought it to your today. And when you finish spending it, that gate is locked up for you. You cannot blame people who don't have information. That is why the church has so much work to do.
But
While
my point is, if you don't have the information and you saw someone's experience, because she posted nude to someone and he put it out there on social media, and she went through a lot. Won't you just learn and
Let me
pick
ask you a
from there?
question. Do you live in a house?
Yes, I do.
Is there a house that is close to your house that is finer than your house?
Yes.
Why won't your house wake up one day to be as fine as the other house? Why?
It doesn't work like that.
Until you remodel that house. That is how information is. You can't wake up to say because they disgrace somebody. In fact, they will blame the person that was disgraced for not doing it right. Let me even put it out to you. Have you been to spots in just where all these kind of girls that sell their bodies hang out at night? If you see what they wear, already they tell you that name shame is deleted in their dictionary.
So, and they will tell you can't shame the shameless.
So why do you think you want to shame somebody? Somebody that takes off almost everything she has to twerk publicly. What more can you do to disgrace her?
They're thinking more of what they will gain.
Go to Instagram. People send almost nudity everywhere. So you think these are shameless people already? They are not even shameless. They don't have the shame. To be shameless means you had it and you lost it. They never had it.
And you see, so now as we talk now, sorry sir, now as we are talking, somebody is saying, thank God for this information today. Thank God that I'm glued to my TV to watch this particular program. I am informed. Somebody is saying, see, this lady should shut up. She's trying to spoil our market. What's that? If he sends us money, he chat with us. Is it your phone? Or is it somebody right now is saying this to your response?
There is a lady on Instagram. She's a prostitute, so I started following her because she's a prostitute. She will post a picture and say sex 24 hours this amount, this 24 hours this amount. So one time I sent her a scripture because I tried to send her a message, so I noticed only the people that she follows because it's a private account. So I followed her, the private account. So she accepted. So I started sending her messages. And I started saying, I'm not here to condemn you. I'm not here to do this, but I'm just saying this is extreme. You are beautiful. You are brilliant. She speaks fluent English. She has been to school. Whatever you do, I would disagree. That girl is educated. I sent her messages and I told her, I started sending her scriptures. Then she blocked me. Yes. But guess what? I kept praying. I say, all these things that I sent, they will not go in vain. These are the things that I want you to munch and share. Did you understand? No, people will not share anything that is moral. They will not share. It's what is bad that they will share. But I said it will haunt every waking moment. She made sure I was blocked and she reported my account for infringing on her. I think Instagram asked me a few questions and I just said I was just trying to sell Christ to her. And then that was my answer. And then nothing happened. But people go there. She, in her own case, she even makes flyer. Yes. She can tell you that this Friday nobody is coming to her. She feels like going. She has videos of her entering private jets to go and meet people. She has videos of her alone in a jet of a six-passenger plane. She tells you, I'm going to blah, blah, blah. Business is paying. I'm traveling to Dubai. I'm going to here. I'm going to here. She's all over. She's popular. Now, what makes you think overnight you can go and change the decision of that girl? If not words like mine that can haunt her every waking moment she remembers and with the prayers that you pray. So if we sit here condemning people, we are wasting time. Until we do the right thing. That is what I want churches to understand. That if you spend 1 million naira and only one person gives his life to Christ, there is nothing better you could have done with that money than what you have done. So there is no money you say is too much for the gospel. No. You go to any length to preach the gospel. The person that trained me in music.
It's an insult, sir, if you think that is an insult to God that sent Jesus Christ to come and die for us.
Of course.
If you ask somebody
He
else.
used to get this Gideon's International Bible. Then he goes to the house of prayer. You put it in his pocket. He will ask you how much. You say 100 naira. You say, I have 50 naira in those days. You say, okay. When he enters, he says to her, how long is one round of sex? You say 5 minutes. I don't have. That's not what brought me. Well, take your 50 naira that you have accepted. I came to share Christ with you, and I came to give you this Bible so that you can read every day. This small Gideon's International, so you read it every day. I have come to tell you about Christ. He loves you. Can I pray with you? Yes, he will hold their hands and pray. If it were now, people that are doing that, they will have it on social media.
Sure.
And he will go. He will say, where are you? So many people saw him coming out of brothels and all of that. He told us one day, me, I never had the privilege of him mentoring me. He mentored people that, coached me. But one time, towards his late days in Nigeria, he's back in the US. He left. He's from Plateau, but he's not full Nigerian. So he said, people will criticize you for doing the right thing. If you do the wrong thing, nobody cares. He said, do you know how many times people have seen me going in and out of these places? He said there was a time somebody shook his hand and was happy to have seen him in such a place because the person was also going in. But he didn't say anything. And he did not tell us the person. And he said, it's somebody we all know.
It takes a lot of guts to do
Joyce,
that,
but
especially
if you
now.
know what God has, if you know what Christ, the death of Christ has done to you. Someone sang and said he has lost everything, but his hope is on the resurrection. You know all this, yes, is all these gospel hip hop rappers. There are some with sense. When they rap and you can hear what they are saying, oh my God. Joyce, let's start looking at the positive side. You can't go to social media and win these people, but you can use social media and win them. Two different things. Look at what we are doing now. We might be off on satellite, but we are still up on social media. Only God knows who this message is going out to. And if it's you, harden not your heart. Because we are not perfect people. I will always say on today's life, we that are talking, we are not perfect people. We are also working towards perfection. So you see, you and us have some things in common. We are working real hard. We are just better than you because we are working towards perfection. You are not working towards anything. You are just living that life. So that's why we are calling.
And I will always say, though we fall, we rise again. Like the idea or the intention is not for you to remain low or lie low, but that once you fall, you rise up again. It is a race. It is a journey. Like life is full of tribulation and then trials, but just we keep moving. We keep holding on to God. Cyber infidelity is wrong morally. Going by our value and what is expected of us is actually wrong. And then by our belief, especially as Christians, once you're committed to a partner, you shouldn't be also involved in a romantic relationship or affairs with another person outside of your own partner. Whatever you're not proud of, whatever you cannot share with your partner, then you should desist from it. This has cost a lot of people, not just their reputation, but even their lives. There are people that because it was put out there, they decided to just quit. They decided to just throw the towel. They decided to just take their life. That, so I mistakenly sent my nude to this, or this lady that had something to do with decided to expose me. I'm going to kill myself. I cannot face this. That should not spell the end of your life. Maybe you have been involved in cyber infidelity and it seems like everybody has, like you have been put out there. Like somebody is out there to threatening to blackmail you with those things. See, you can just have a moral turnaround. Don't keep dancing to their tunes because that's what they are using. It's also a scheme now that people keep bringing up some things, chatting with you, asking you for this, so that at the end of the day, they will use it to blackmail you. In fact, they will invite you to certain hotels and all of that. They will have you tape, and then they keep blackmailing you, asking for money. Why not just have some discussion with your family, with your wife? If somebody out there is threatening you actually regretted involvement with the person, be it a lady or a man. You regretted that involvement, and now they are using it to blackmail. You can have a discussion. Yes, I did this, not something that I intentionally wanted to do, but this was what I fell into. And ask for forgiveness from your partner and move on, rather than you dancing to the tune of that person that is saying, I will blackmail you, I will do this, and at the end of the day, they will still throw out the pictures out there. God is ever willing and present to accept us just the way we are. In fact, imagine the picture of leaving 99 and going for one. That's how much like Christ loves you and I. He doesn't care. Don't bother about those condemning you. That's all they can do, condemn. And God say, I didn't make you judge over anyone. So his arms are open. Though we fall, we rise again. So I just really hope and pray that people will not just give up because they make certain mistake, or they made certain mistake, or they got involved in cyber infidelity. Like don't make it the end of your life. You can make up, you can correct that steps, and then you move on again. And it was really interesting and enlightening doing this with you. And I'm really hopeful that a lot of people out there have learned and will pick up from there. Thank you so much for doing this with us. We have to go at this point. To Equa Executive, we really appreciate you for this platform. Equa Television supporters, thank you so much. And to my co-presenters here, thank you for your perspective. And our crew, thank you so much for your time. Until we come your way next week, remain blessed.